All right, everyone, and we didn't want to just waste any time for you guys. We wanted to get right into the action of this second best of 5. It is time for London Conspiracy TCM Grand Finals. I'm joined now by Sims. Wonder has been in this booth for a long time. Sims, you're joining me again. Welcome, buddy.
Dude, I have no idea literally what just happened. Watching the games backstage, holy hell, that last game, 49-49. I have no idea how they managed to claw it back. They were down 10 kills, a 10-kill deficit to claw it back to the second best of 5. This is kicking off right now. I truly believe that if, London Conspiracy, they actually continue to snowball like they do, they could win this tournament and take it from TCM right at the very grass. We saw them go 2-0 up. It was within, they could breathe on it. They could literally touch, the final check for that cash, £1,000 cash prize that they could win. But unfortunately, London Conspiracy said no, and here we are starting off a fresh best of 5. And we already see one cap that's going to be going to, I do believe, London Conspiracy.
Yes, London Conspiracy just coming out strong out of the gate here, Sims. Looking great, able to get that one courtesy of Fragby. Yeah, I believe Fusion was the one who piggybacked that one up to the cap area there.
Yep.
And, I mean, again, it's just been London Conspiracy in the driver's seat, which has been something I've been saying all weekend long. But one thing I got to note here is, in that Shrine Slayer matchup, it looked like London Conspiracy had no idea, no control, no approach against TCM, but yet just something happened. Something started clicking, or TCM just started making mistakes, giving up useless kills, and at that point it was just all lost.
I'll tell you what happened. Fusion happened. That guy started pulling it together. He got extremely loud. He got extremely vicious. You watched exactly what we're doing. Now, as you can see, that's TCM putting a cap in, turning it up to 1-1. Currently on the point of view of Chalky, taking that player down on top mid. That's what I want to see them do. London Conspiracy have always got a guy up on top mid, and that's where their problem lies. We know that London Conspiracy are excellent. They are absolutely provisional when it comes to Warlord objective.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that at the, for that game 4, the Warlord Assault game in the first best of 5. They just had control of it the whole game. So it was good for TCM to be able to answer back the way that they did. Score 1-1 presently as Fusion is looking at one of his teammates who has the flag here for the blue team. I'm not quite sure who that is, but regardless of the fact, though, the flag will go back to the base, and that will be drawing board yet again for both teams.
But yeah, as you mentioned, I'm still kind of overwhelmed by how we are ended up here today. But this literally is it. There is no more deficit. No one needs to. Literally, whoever wins this next best of 5, they are taking home that £1,000 full even playing field. Now, there is no loser bracket anymore. There is nothing. Winner will go forward with the money. Loser will take second place here at Gfinity.
Yeah, and for London Conspiracy, this is redemption, right?
Yeah.
The European Championships that just happened, London Conspiracy fell to TCM in the finals there in just a crazy matchup that went the distance. So it doesn't surprise me to see that being the case here as well. Flag's now starting to get moved, though, and that is going to be Septic here for London Conspiracy. He's going to toss that flag up there. He will have teammates for support, throwing down some shots cross map. His teammate bringing it in, and that's going to be a second cap for London Conspiracy now, Sims.
I am going to start naming Septic Postman Pat. He literally just grabs the parcel, grabs the package, bomb, flag. It doesn't matter. He runs across bottom mid all the time, chucks the flag up, and there's always a London Conspiracy player just ready to grab it, ready to pick up the package as soon as it's delivered. That's what we keep seeing on this. I didn't think already straight off the back it'd be 2-1, but as we look across to Fragby now, he did just pick up that camo, and that got burnt down straight away. 3 players down now for London Conspiracy. Septic last alive on his own.
Yeah, well, I would say good for him, though, that Blackjack off the respawn was able to find a player, so he does manage to kind of even the odds a little bit there for Septic for the time being. Meanwhile, though, you have, let's see, we have Fusion, who's looking to continue to support his teammates as best he can down by portals. And unfortunately for him, gets met by a member of TCM. So it's just been a back-and-forth thing here between these two teams. Fortunately for London Conspiracy, they have this lead, and they're going to continue to look to build upon this as the red flag is going to be away from the base here. And they're just getting in their head, right? They're forcing them to have to focus on the flag being on the floor. It's kind of the, the reverse reaction for Bomb, where they were constantly putting the bomb in their base.
However, there you go. You saw TCM just managed to cap one right Riot's actually dropped back off of the spawn,
Wow.
back into the flag, and was waiting. He was stood on the end. Old school Halo 2, waiting to receive the flag being thrown up. Capped it straight away. Beautiful cap there, 2-2 now the score.
And it's crazy to point out, Sims, that I didn't even see that flag pull happen. You know, you saw that London Conspiracy had an opportunity to execute on a flagpole. No, it was TCM that answered right back. So they're keeping this game extra close. But Septic has what could be considered the power weapon in this map. He has the camo and shoddy combination. This is just ever so deadly, and he's going to wait and see if he can find his first prey. That's going to be one. Is he going to be able to throw this down here and give it to his teammates to run through, regardless of the fact he's in the base? That's causing problems here for TCM.
Indeed, the Predator combo coming into full swing right now. Can he pick up the triple kill, which he does? Killing spree and triple kill for Septic right now. Camo proving it's worth its weight in gold there.
Yeah, and Fragby will make that flagpole. Septic's going to continue to be a pain in the neck with this camo. His BR is on point as well. Septic has been the MVP in this series, especially after that kill that he got at the end there, you know, at Ramirez at the top of Ring 2 to close out that Shrine Slayer matchup. And now just look at what he's doing. Every single time that they look to put that flag back to their base, Septic is there to stop that and pull the flag again for his team.
The one thing to note about Septic as well in the past, he's the only one that has managed kind of to team with some big names in American Halo. He teamed with Ninja at EGL9, and then we came forward to I-50. He teamed with both Flamesword and Enable, picked up both wins at both of those events again. He's learnt a lot from these American players. He's now bringing it into his own game style. Septic, for me, again, MVP so far, as you mentioned it, but literally, I think this guy has the ability to become one of the best players in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I threw the MVP name for Tufoxy because of how he's been playing this tournament, and the MVP for London Conspiracy definitely has to be Septic here. And yeah, maybe that could be the case, right? Maybe Septic could be the guy that just, you know, transcends what it is to be a European Halo player. Of course, you know, that is going to be easier said than done, and this tournament is going to be super important for that particular legacy to start being crafted here if Septic's able to do this. If not, if London Conspiracy falls, all that talk flies right out the door, in my opinion, because you got to put up or shut up.
Yeah, but you still got to go back. I mean, this game, also, both of these teams, 4 caps in less than 6 minutes. Personally, I didn't actually think that was even possible. I thought there'd be a lot more even neck and neck drawn, especially when it's touch return on Warlord. It's quite easy just to take down a player and you know, get it back, but we've seen it. 2 caps that we've seen off the back of London Conspiracy getting 3 down and just running the flag and holding them back on spawn. And this is where that top middle section comes into control. I've not really seen anyone up top mid for a while. Maybe that's why we've not had a flag, but we need to move across to Blackjack. As I mentioned that, straight throws the flag up to top middle and picks up camo. However, does get put down. Yeah,
that camo won't be all that effective here, and it's going to be 5 seconds before the flag returns back to the base. I don't think anyone's going to be... no, never mind. Septic back to him. He's going to refresh the timer on that flag. Maybe Fragby or Blackjack can push in and make this happen to get the pull. Yes, Blackjack's going to be the one to get the pull, so he's going to toss that flag out over to the platform, and this could be the opportunity for Septic to put the flag forward. He will get dropped now, and no one will be in the vicinity to be able to make this pull happen. That will be a return, and that will be Ramirez and crew pulling this flag and bringing it over to green, taking it long ways to get this cap in there and take the lead.
Captain Rami once again turning up when he counts, runs in, as you mentioned, gets the return and the pull. Literally, this guy, you won't see him do anything for a while, then out of nowhere, bam, you just see him pulls an absolutely clutch maneuver, managing to keep the game currently even at 2-2. But personally, looking at the scores, and you can see it there right now again, 3 down once again for London Conspiracy.
But you know what, though? Septic with the flag, he brings the flag down. So regardless of the fact that there's 3 down, he's still causing problems for them. He's being effective despite him not having teammates up at the time. That is something that you got to give credit, because that could have went real bad for London Conspiracy, but Septic came out clutch with the stop there.
Yep, indeed, as you mentioned it, and then gets the kill straight away afterwards. But again, we mentioned it earlier on Warlord. Pressure, 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 pressure. Septic is literally applying this pressure to TCM, and we're seeing the cracks form. The cracks are forming, especially falling down. Warlord, for me, so far, has been their weakest map by far.
Yeah, TCM has not shown me that they are able to execute on Warlord. I mean, you know, they've had a couple good, you know, runs in this tournament, but, or I should say, against London Conspiracy, TCM hasn't shown that they can execute on this. I mean, yes, sure, they ended up winning that Warlord Slayer game. They looked strong there, but Slayer's a whole different beast. It really has been objective too. That's the other thing to keep in mind.
Yeah.
They came out strong in that Shrine Slayer matchup, 3-0ing London Conspiracy because you have the sniper rifles come into play, right? That played to their favor. But when you had that that time for London Conspiracy to be able to get their bearings together and realize like, okay, we got to play our game. We have to play our control game. TCM just didn't have an answer for it. That's why they ended up dropping 3 in a row here, and we're in this second best-of-5 situation to begin with.
Still, again, coming about composure and things like that, you got to look at the previous game. They were 10 kills down. However, I do think there is a little bit of an issue here.
Yeah, seems like we had one of the players drop out, unfortunately. It is what it is, and it's unfortunate that it happened, but it is going to be 2-2. I don't know if we're going to keep the score. I'm assuming we're keeping the score. So it is going to be 2-2. So regardless of the fact, the teams are evened out here, and that it will be a 1-3 rather than a 1-5. We apologize for that. Of course, the action has just been heating up here at Gfinity. I would say it's been just at a full boil throughout this whole finals now. And yeah, any takeaways from that game though for you, Sims, on both sides?
To be fair, you've got to give it credit. I keep saying it to the London Conspiracy. The amount of Warlord control they've got right now is literally unprecedented. I just don't think TCM can take Warlord off them. They've got it locked down. I spoke to Fragby in the car on the way down. He says he's no idea what it is. Literally, the spawn system, the kill system, the teamwork, everything goes on. And I was speaking to Jules, the legend that is in the background. He was saying about Septic. He listens. He's not just a powerful player, but he listens.